Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. No worries. You can contact Ayush. You'll get all the records.
Hi, Suresh.
Hi, hi.
Oh, okay.
You can
Okay,
get all the
sounds good.
records. I send all records to Ayush. So please give the message in group, right? Ayush is there in the group. He might be give the permission to you to download.
Oh, okay, perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
So up to now what we discussed, everything is there. Only except yesterday's record I have to share. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. So 2 minutes. Actually, some more guys have to join. 2 minutes, then we'll start the class. But daily they are coming late. Okay, right. So last class what we discussed, Chandani, Kamal. So parameterization, right?
Yeah, I think the reference classes.
Yes, that's what parameterization. Okay.
Yeah.
So reference means parameter only, right?
Okay.
Now we'll go for the static. So Luna, try to understand. If not, okay, I will give 1 or 2 hours backup session. Okay, so in the next week, right?
Okay.
If not
Okay,
understand,
sure.
I'll give the 1 or 2 hours backup sessions for you, right? Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
So static method. What is static? Static means fixed. Static means a fixed. Static method is a method doesn't require any object. Doesn't require any object to call the static. Static, okay. Static method is a method. It doesn't require any object to call. Any object to call. If static method is in the main class, if static method in the main class, okay. If static method in the main class, so directly we can call that method into the so main function. If it is in the external class, we have to call with okay, class name dot static method. There also object is not required. Class name dot okay. Right. Now I'll show the program first. Okay. So, new project. Console application. Ajab.
Hi.
I think you are also a new student, right?
Yes, I am.
So please collect records from the IUs. So go through that records. If you have any doubts, okay, we'll take 1 or 2 hours backup sessions. Okay.
Thank you so much.
So now see if I write static method inside the main. See, observe here, main method also is static. Main method also a static method. Main method also static method. If I want to write one more static void sum. So you can give the parameter. See, remember this. Okay, this is a parameter and also a local variable. Local variable. This is belongs to only the square method. So this is not used in the other method. That you have to remember. I already told you yesterday. Okay. So yesterday I think I think Kamal, I think, right? You asked my question also, right? Local and global variable difference. Yes.
Yeah.
See, the variable if write inside the method, that's called local variable. It may be the parameter or you declare, okay? So without, so normal variable also. If you declare inside method, that's called local variable. If I write outside, then that's called global variable. I'll show you that the difference also. Okay, right now, console dot right line. Now, this is square method. So observe here, okay? So if it is in the main class, so no need of the public. If it is in the main class, no need of the public. So static if you give, no need of object, no need of object. Generally what we have to create an object for this class. Through object, I have to call the square method if it is wide square. If I give the static, no need of, okay, object. Directly I can call the square. Observe here, automatically coming. Directly I can call the square without any reference variable. That is nothing but an object. Without any object, directly we can call in the main function. Okay, if it is static method. Okay, if it is static, right? Now compile, build solution. So console read key I have tried to show the output on the command prompt. At least. Now build solution debug. So square value 400. Square value 400. Okay. Right now, see the point is here. You no need to create any object. For example, so program is equal to new program. I am creating an object here. Through object, I am trying to call p dot. See, square method is not showing here. Square method is not showing here. Okay, right? So the difference in Java and .NET actually. I think Kamal, you listen to Java also. In Java, static method might be used object. You can use with object also. You can call the static method. In C#.NET, so static method we cannot call with object. We cannot call with the object. Okay, without object only we have to call the static method. So very important point you have to remember. Same thing, same program as it is if you do with okay Java. So there with the object I can call the static method. Without object also I can call the static method there. Okay. Here object, okay, object doesn't call the static method. Okay. Object doesn't call the static method. Okay. Doesn't call the static method. Understand? Yes. Okay. Right. Now I cannot, okay, I cannot use the object here, right? Use the object here. So for only the other than static methods, you can use the object. Right? Now observe here. If I write, okay, static method outside the main class, and I am taking another class here. Okay, right now see. So now see static y. Okay, I'm declaring inside the variable. Okay, inside the static method, I'm declaring the variables with the value also. Now, if it is external class, so the method should be public. The method should be public. Otherwise, you cannot call that method into the main function. Now see, I'm trying to call directly cube method. Okay, it will not come. Why? Because it is not under the main class. Okay, therefore, class name I have to mention. Class name I have to mention here. Okay, class name dot to. Now it will come cube. Okay, cube. Now compile, run, compile and run, compile and now it is compiled. It is a compile. Okay. Understand? So what is static method? Chandani, Masam, Kamal. Have you understand? Static method is a method. Okay. It doesn't require any object to call. Very simple. Static method is a method. Doesn't require. Okay. It doesn't require any. Okay. Doesn't require any object to call. If it is. Okay, if static method is 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Sorry for the okay. So right. So now see. Okay, this is about static method. Now observe here. Very important point I am going to discuss now. If the variable, declares outside the method, if the variable declare outside the method, observe here what will happen. So there object reference is required for the non-static field. Observe here. So I already told you. If okay, variable declared inside the okay, inside the method, then that's called local variable. If I write outside the method, that is called a global variable. Now it becomes a global variable. So global variable if we declared, that is not accepted by the static method. Okay, understand? Normal methods can be accepted. Okay, normal methods can be accepted. Here, static method, okay, cannot access the non-static field. Non-static variable. This is non-static variable. So understand, Kamal? Now I understand clearly what is the difference between global and local. Okay, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Clear? Yes. Local variable. Chandani? Okay. Job, Lona, I think you may be face some difficulty. So just understand what is what here. Okay. Right. Right. Now see. Right. Now see. If I declare, so global variable doesn't allow the static method. Okay. Therefore, variable also should be declared as static. Then only it can access. Now see, I have to give static. Okay. Static int age equal to 25. Static int age equal to 25. Now I can access. See, the variable also should be declared static. Then only that variable can be accessed by the static block. A static method is a method. Okay, it allows only the static variables. If I declare a variable globally, I should declare with a static keyword. Then only that variable can access in the inside static block. Okay, right? Understand? So this is inside only. That's why it is automatically accessing. That is a local variable of the square method. Okay. Here external method I use. Okay. Now, a non-static variable cannot be accessed by the static block. Okay. A non-static variable cannot be accessed by the static method. Observe here the static method. Static method is a method doesn't require okay any object to call. Static method is a method doesn't require any object to call. If static method in main class, static method is in main class, directly we can call in main method. If static method in external class, we can call class name dot static method name. Okay. If static method external class, we can call with class name dot static method. So these are the 2 points. Okay. Now the point number 3. A non-static variable cannot access in static method or static block. Okay, a non-static variable cannot access in static block. You want to use a global variable. global variable in, okay, static method to declare with a static keyword. Static keyword. If you want to use a global variable in static method, should declare with the static keyword. Should declare with the static keyword. Okay. So these are the 4 points you have to remember. Static method is a method, doesn't require any object to call. If static method in the main class, directly we can call in main method. Static method, external class, we can call with the class name dot static method. Class name dot static method. Okay. So start class name dot static method. So non-static variable cannot be accessed from the static block. Non-static variable cannot be accessed from the static block. Cannot be accessed, okay, non-static variable from the static. Now, I have to check, can I use static variable in the, okay, a non-static method? Now, non-static method means simply public void get. Okay, now console dot write line a value. Non-static means simply, okay, I have to create an object for that. Through object only I can call the get method here. Okay, now I'm creating an object for the test. Test t is equal to new test. Okay, t dot get method. T dot get method. Now build solution start. Okay, so square value, cube value, square value and cube value. Okay, right. So observe here. This is about to, okay. So that means a static variable, a non-static variable cannot access by the static block, but okay, a static variable can access by the static as well as non-static block. A static variable can access by both a static as well as a non-static block. Understand clearly? Yes. So now a static variable can access in static block and non-static block. Static block and non-static block. A static variable can access the static, okay, static block and non-static blocks if declare global. That you have to remember, okay. So if I declare a static variable in the static method, so I want to use in the non-static, that's not possible. If I declared a variable as static, okay, the global variable declared as static, that variable I can access in the both static block and non-static block. Clear, understand? Yes, everyone clear? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now this is about static method and static. Okay, variable. So okay. So regarding static. Now I'll go for the next topic. Okay, constructors. Constructors. Okay, constructors next. Constructor. Constructor is a special type of method having same name as class. Okay, so constructor is a method it having same name as class. Doesn't require any, okay, return type. Return. What is return type? Void. Doesn't require void simply. Okay. So constructor is special type of method having same name as class and doesn't require any return type and no need of call constructor. When object create for class automatically constructor invoke. So no need of call the constructor. As of now, we are calling every method, right? Even static method also doesn't require an object, but we have to call. We have to call, right? So here constructor doesn't require to call because constructor name is same as class. Okay, I'll show you. You can understand clearly. Okay, after writing the program, easily you can understand. So constructor is special type of method having same name as class name doesn't require any return type. No need of call the constructor. When object is created for the class, automatically constructor invokes. Constructor invokes. Okay, right? This is about constructor. Okay, right. Visual C#, console application, constructor. Okay, constructor. Now see. Class name, same as constructor. Observe here, doesn't record any return type. Class name same as constructor name. Okay. So I did not use the, okay, I did not use the return type also. Return type also. Now observe here. Here I have tried the logic. Inside this I have tried the logic. Now console dot write line. This I'm writing. Okay. So this is default constructor. Default constructor. Okay. So class name same as the, okay, method name, and also I did not use the return type, and also observe here I'm creating an object for the, okay, class p is equal to new program. No need to call the constructor. So observe here, if you see here, so it is looking like constructor only, right? When I am creating the new keyword, it is looking like the constructor only. Okay, when I'm creating an object, so it is looking like constructor only. That's why, so without calling the constructor, okay, without calling the constructor, so automatically constructor invokes build solution. Okay, start. Now see, this is default constructor. Now see, observe here, I am giving name, method name same as class name. Method name same as class name. Therefore, without any, okay, calling directly, the method will invoke, because when I'm creating a, okay, when I'm creating an object, automatically constructor invokes. Even if you write an external class also. Now see, class test I'm writing here. So now test. So because of external class, compulsory I have to use the modifier here, public. Okay, public modifier I have to give. Now console dot write line. Okay, write line. So this is public constructor. Here also same name as class name, doesn't require any return type, and how to call. Check it, same thing. If I create an object for the test, too, so automatically, okay, automatically execute, okay, without calling. Now see, build solution, okay, debug. Now see, this is default constructor, this is public constructor. Okay, so this is how to create a constructor. So looking like constructor is a, okay, looking like constructor is a reference for the class, right? Looking like constructor is a reference for the class, right? Understand, right? Yes, Chandani?
Yes.
This Kamal, right? Okay. Now looking like if see, when I am creating an object, automatically it execute means, so object is referring the constructor, right? Correct or not? Okay. So now, so this is about, okay, constructor. Now my question is to you, okay, if I want to prepare a parametric constructor, how we can prepare? If I want to prepare parametric constructor, how we can prepare? Can you try? Yes. And session is closing by 1 minute. Okay. Please join again. Okay. Chandani, Job, Kamal, Luna, Mosam, Sony. Okay. Please join again. Okay. Please join again. Right. Right. So session is closing by 1 minute. Please join again. Okay. Don't. Okay. Later.